matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Brady now to throw. Going up top from Miller. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
And complete to Drake London. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 5 now. Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 just shy of the 30. He'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive. And he'll get this to the 32.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action, now Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Bucs at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, right? 52 blaster. Smash, smash.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive will start with an option going left. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So they went with a trickery there on the fake punt, hoping to catch that return team flat-footed, but it did not work out.
And you were talking about trying to catch him flat-footed. That's what they were hoping for, trying to catch him off guard. But that's a well-coached team on the other side. They were more than prepared, and they were able to stop it.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Next to Rashaan Evans' name, you can put a tally for a tackle for loss. Really excellent effort on the defensive side of the football. Play action. Now it's Brady. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get this out past the 20-yard line, so the decision to bring it out nets him a yard or 2. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Ready up.
2nd down and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Brady's throw pulled in by Melton.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep, powers through him, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 1, Brady flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man has got one. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Brady to throw again. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. The final shot before half for Brady. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Patterson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing now is Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long. Up the gut, Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Brady going to go on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Bo Melton. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. On first down, going back to Patterson. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this.
Come on, set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Dumps this one off to Algier. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play. Set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But
and my goodness, another interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo. This to make it a 2-score game. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes guys on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a two-score deficit here in the fourth. On first down, Brady. Finding Miller once more, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 37. They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's London. He stiff arms him. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
2nd and 1. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Regular.
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Brady got to have this one. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour.